Do you want to grow your Twitch channel? I'm going to be teaching you how to find the best unsaturated games on Twitch to help grow your stream and get some more eyes and discoverability on your stream. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to drop a like on the video to help other streamers find this video. And while discoverability is great, you have to remember that discoverability is only half the equation, but you also have to have nice quality content. And that's where today's sponsor comes in. Own Pro is actually this really useful OBS Studio plugin, basically a subscription that allows you access to so many different overlays and alerts to be able to use on your stream. This is what the dashboard looks like, but what I'm most interested in is if we go to this left-hand side here, we can click on all overlays. We can click on Wasteland, and it'll give us a preview of what this pack includes. So you have 4 different webcam overlays to choose from: starting soon screen, a pause, intermission screen, all that good stuff. And then all you would have to do is just click this little install button. You'd be good to go. So if you want to help support the channel, feel free to use the link in the description down below. So as most of you know, discoverability on Twitch is actually awful. And if you have no idea what discoverability is, basically it just means the chances of people finding you and finding your stream is actually super low. And in the end, discoverability really just comes down to luck. However, we can actually stack the deck in our favor to increase the odds of having brand new viewers come into your stream and hang out with you. So let's head on over to the browse page by clicking browse. What we're looking for here is trying to find a high demand and a low supply. The high demand being the number of viewers wanting to watch this game, and the low supply is the number of streamers actually streaming this game. So if you're just learning about discoverability, you'd probably look at the front of the browse page right here and think, wow, there's so many viewers in Just Chatting, so many viewers in Minecraft. If I stream these games, chances are at least some of those viewers will come to my stream. And that's where you're wrong, because if we click on, let's say, Minecraft, look at this. Let's say you have between 0 to 30 viewers, and let's just see. The number of people that are actually streaming is insane. We've been scrolling here, and look, the lowest we've got is 49 viewers. If you had 5 viewers, and I'm being generous here, chances are people are not going to scroll for about 10 minutes just to find your stream. So that's why Minecraft and other games like this at the top of the browse page are actually awful for trying to grow your stream and get more discoverability. So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well, I can't play Minecraft, so what if I just scroll a little bit and I play something like Phasmophobia? There's still 17,500 viewers. Well, okay, that's cool, but let's say you have, 2 viewers. Okay, well, let's start scrolling. We're still scrolling, and lowest right now is 18 viewers. Sure, that's a little bit lower, so maybe if you were averaging, like 50 viewers, then it would probably be not too bad, but I mean, like, even with 50 viewers, you still have to scroll a little bit, and I mean, what are the actual odds of people that are gonna scroll through a browse page just to find your stream? You have to be realistic here, because personally, I don't even scroll. I would click on this, and I would probably click on the first English stream that I see, so I would probably go and watch Insim. Let's actually find a game that I think would actually be useful. What I like to do is I like to try and find games between like the 100 to 500 viewer ratio, right around there, and that's where I actually like to get started. Let's try and click on, let's say, I don't know, Beat Saber. So if we see here, the person in first has 146, the next one is 127. So if we scroll down, there's still quite a lot of people streaming this, and I wouldn't say it's a great game unless you have, let's say, I don't know, 20 viewers. If you had 20 viewers, you would actually be the 5th person in line, which is not too bad. You're still on the top of the row. However, if you spoke, let's say, Spanish, then you would technically be the 1st person in line, because this one's English, this one's English, this one's English, this one's English. So technically, if you would be the top Spanish streamer playing Beat Saber. So you have to keep language in mind as well. But if you're still an English streamer with, let's say, 2 viewers, this would be a horrible game for you as well. Chances are they'd be better than, playing Minecraft or any of the ones we looked previously, but we want to make it actually plausible for you to get some people in your stream. If you're noticing here, if you've already have about 5, 10, 15, 20 viewers coming to your stream, you have a lot more freedom and a lot more choice on what you can actually play to increase your discoverability. But if you have 0, 1, 2 viewers, there's still hope for you. You just have to be a little bit more picky on the games you play, and you have to do a little bit more digging, but it's still very plausible. So if we click on a game like Five Nights at Freddy's, if you look at the top, this game has about 640,000 followers. There's a couple things that I want to note about these types of games. So if you see, we have 400 viewers in number 1, then we have 9 viewers, 7 viewers, 5 viewers. If you had 10 viewers, you would technically be in the 2nd place position right here, which would put you in such a good position. But if you had, let's say, 0 viewers or 1 viewer, you wouldn't be off so high. got. And this person's streaming under whatever. They're playing Fortnite, but that's another problem in and of itself. So Five Nights at Freddy's is actually a really good game that I used to grow my stream back in the past when I had about like 5 to 10 viewers, just because this game has such a cult following and people were always coming in and talking about the game and what they liked, and it was just a really good way to get more eyes on your stream. So there's two things I want to bring up about this. Five Nights at Freddy's is actually a great category if you have, you know, a couple viewers here and there because you're up at the top of the food chain, but also because it's a series. You really have to keep in mind that majority of people that are going to come to your stream initially is just for the game. So when you think about it, if you stream Five Nights at Freddy's on Monday and you play Fortnite on Tuesday, the people that watched your stream on Monday for Five Nights at Freddy's are not going to come back and watch your stream tomorrow for Fortnite because they were there for Five Nights at Freddy's. The great dilemma is trying to find ways to convert a random viewer that came for the game and convert them to a regular viewer that comes just for you, your personality, and your content, which is why discoverability is only half the battle and your content production is on the other half. So Five Nights at Freddy's is a great way because it's a series. So theoretically, if you beat Five Nights at Freddy's, you can actually move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2, 3, 4, 5, and basically give yourself more options and more chance to have those same people keep coming back for your stream and develop a habit of watching your stream. So hopefully by after a couple streams, they like your content, they like you, they know you as a streamer in person, that they're more likely to actually stay and watch your streams when you stream other games. So you have to get your conversion rate pretty high to get people to want to watch you and your stream than just coming for the game. You also want to pick a game that you actually enjoy playing. The first one that you find, don't feel pressure that you have to go with this one. So let's actually go and find some more games. Another little pro tip for you is to try and find games that are either a cult following, so like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, Donkey Kong 64, or find a game that's like so incredibly niche and unique that you don't know what it is, because those are going to be the games that don't really have that many streamers. The cult fan-based games like Donkey Kong 64, chances are there's going to be a ton of streamers when I click this, and let's just confirm that. There actually aren't that many. I'm actually quite surprised. So technically this would actually be a great game if you had zero couple viewers, because the person in last isn't even playing Donkey Kong 64. The person in second last doesn't even have a webcam, and I doubt they have a microphone either. So the fact that this person is the only person with a webcam and microphone and an actual like decent setup is because they are not at the bottom of the food chain, which is also why you want to focus on your content, because he's got his splits right here. He's got a green screen. You know, he looks nice. He's got the game full display. He's got 3 viewers. So you just want to make sure that your content production is pretty high, because if you're streaming Hearthstone in Donkey Kong 64, like, are you wondering why you only have 1 viewer at the bottom of the food chain for this category? Be realistic with yourself and actually set yourself up for success. So realistically, this would actually be a great game if you had 0 to 3 viewers, because this person's not even playing the game. This one doesn't have a webcam or microphone, so how are they engaging with their audience? And this person has 3 viewers, which is the average you need to get Twitch affiliate status on here, so they're doing something right. So just try and keep all these things in mind when you're trying to find the best unsaturated game for you to stream on your channel. So let's try and find some that are more targeted toward having 0 viewers, so you're just starting out your stream. So let's just kind of do some digging here. So let's go ahead and click on this one called Stilt Fella. As you can see here, we have 3 streamers. We have 417 viewers, 60 viewers, 7 viewers. So technically, if you were to start your stream with this game, you would have 0 viewers at the end, but the person that's in last has 7 viewers, which is pretty crazy. And it doesn't look like they even have a webcam or possibly even a microphone. So if you had a webcam and you were able to engage with your content and your audience, then you would stand a much better chance than this person. You could probably sweep right ahead. Also, keeping language in mind, if you were a English streamer, then technically this person is in first because they can't understand this language or this language. So technically, this is the only English streamer playing this game. And obviously it's paying off because they have 7 viewers, which is crazy. So keep an eye out with games like this, but let's try and find another one. Worms Revolution. I actually love this game, so let's click this one and see. This one is a good one too. Check this out. 3 streamers, 250 viewers, 20 viewers, 6 viewers. Person in the last place has 6 viewers. The affiliate requirement is 3 average viewers. So theoretically, you would be putting yourself in such a great place if you found a game like this at this time, because the person in last place has 6 viewers. Or if you're a Spanish streamer, you would be first on the list because none of these are Spanish. And chances of raids and hosts are actually a lot more likely in smaller niche games like this, especially if the streamer in first place right now doesn't have any friends that are online streaming when they end. So the likelihood of raids and hosts definitely go up, because if they don't have any friends that are on and they still want to raid, chances are they're going to raid someone in the category of the game they're playing. And technically, since you're the only English streamer, then the chances of them raiding you are actually really high. Also keep in mind, if you have between 0 to 3 viewers, then you're going to have to do a little bit of scrolling following, I'd recommend checking out games between like 100 to like 500 viewers, so that way there's still demand, but typically there's not going to be that many people streaming that game. However, not every game is going to be great, so I'm just going to click on a different game. Let's do Celeste. Celeste is a pretty popular game, but as you can see, there's so many people streaming this, and if you keep an eye at the very bottom, this person has 0 viewer, 1 viewer, 1 viewer, 1 viewer, Nightbot viewer, Nightbot viewer, Nightbot viewer, Nightbot viewer. It just keeps going on. So this would be a horrible game to stream unless you had maybe like 30 viewers or around that caliber, because you would get put at the very bottom of the list between all of these people that have Nightbot as their viewer. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to find a game here, because not everyone's going to be a winner. You actually have to go in and check and make sure that you're going to stack the deck in your favor and give yourself as much discoverability to increase your traffic as much as you can. Watch this video right here. It's going to take your stream game to the next level. So if you want to be up there with the pros, you got to watch this video. Comment Spooky Gang down below if you made it all the way to the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.